Good morning. I'm whispering a little bit because I'm staying in a hotel with other guests and I don't want to wake anyone up because it's kind of early. But this morning I woke up in Guanajuato. I am on a Spanish immersion retreat with Spanish and Go. They're an awesome company. If you don't follow them on YouTube, you probably should, especially if you're trying to learn Spanish. So yeah, I'm spending a week here with Jim and Mai and 5 other students, and we are going to fully immerse ourselves in speaking Spanish. We also are going to tour Guanajuato, and actually we're also spending a day in San Miguel de Allende. So I'm really excited to just speak Spanish every day. As you guys know from a couple of the previous videos this summer, I have really been trying to learn Spanish in earnest, like really doing my best. So I'm really excited for this opportunity to be with other learners, to be with 2 people who are, you know, a native speaker. There's another teacher here named Laura, who is from Mexico also. So to be speaking Spanish, to be corrected, to be really pushed in person rather than online like I've been doing this summer is going to be incómodo, pero I'm excited. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any questions about Spanish and Go or these retreats, I hope I answer them in the course of this video. I'm going to give you a sneak peek at sort of what happens on these retreats, what the lessons are like, hopefully without making other people feel uncomfortable being on camera. And yeah, I'll give you a wrap up at the end.
¿Esto?
Tengo una pregunta.
Tengo una pregunta. Normalmente, cuando no sabes qué significa algo, no entiendes algo, dices, tengo una pregunta. ¿Qué significa?
I have a question.
Ah, ¿cómo?
I have a question.
Ajá. Tengo una pregunta es, I have a question. Tengo una pregunta. Número 2. ¿Puedes leer número 2?
¿Cómo se dice en español?
Ah, ¿cómo se dice bottle en español? ¿Cómo se dice table en español?
We just finished our first lesson. Really great. They really have thought about how to put this all together. They've broken us up into 2 groups. So first we had like a general lesson with everyone, and they broke us up into 2 groups, like a beginner group and a slightly more intermediate advanced group. And we had Mai as our teacher for the more intermediate advanced group, and they've got like printouts that they've made, exercises. Like it's interesting, it's engaging. You saw a little clip earlier, and that was Mai kind of giving us all like an intro lesson. The whole first lesson was all about greetings and stuff, but it wasn't like over simplified. Like I felt like she's really pushing us. She's speaking only in Spanish unless we have a question. We're all speaking Spanish. Like it really is like a great immersive experience. I'm really enjoying it so far. I haven't really experienced anything like this before, so I'm really enjoying it so far. It's only the first day, but yeah, we started around 9:15 and we didn't finish till 12, so full on, but it doesn't feel like super exhausting or anything like that. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So I'm really looking forward to the next few days and seeing how it all sort of unfolds. But already I feel like I'm speaking more Spanish, and she's correcting when needed, but also like allowing us to make mistakes and correct ourselves. Yeah, it's very hot now. Yeah, we're gonna have lunch and
Dime un número.
5.
5. Este es el juego del pato pascual. Muy divertido, lo vas a jugar. Bailó, bailó, bailó. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, está bien. ¿No?
5
Sí. En esta página es una lectura sobre comprar un celular. ¿Tú tienes un celular?
Sí.
Todos tenemos un celular. Ok. Entonces, tenemos aquí comprar un celular, así se llama. Yo voy a comenzar y después continuamos cada párrafo. ¿Ok? Yo voy a comenzar.
So we're just over halfway through the retreat, the week, where basically like it's free time now. In the day, we had our lesson this morning and we're meeting for lunch later today. So I'm just kind of wandering around taking some photos, but I wanted to quickly recap. I've really been enjoying the lessons. So we basically start each lesson with all of us together. There are 6 of us at the moment. I believe they have up to 10 people on their retreats. And I have been really enjoying that. Mai introduces the topic for the day, and we kind of ask questions. There's a workbook that I'll show you over the screen now, like just with a couple of different activities. So every day has been like a different topic. Going shopping, buying the weather. We've talked about ourselves. We've talked about greetings and stuff. So anyway. I've really enjoyed that. It's been really good. I just think like as an experience, as a group of us all together, it's been really nice. And yeah, so that's been really good. And then we break up into 2 groups and we talk about, based on like our level. So you've got, there in this group in particular, there's 2 people who have just started learning Spanish, and then there's 4 of us who have been learning for a little while at varying levels. And so the 4 of us have been having lessons with Mai, and the beginners have been having lessons with another teacher here, Laura. And it's been really great, like again, really well thought out. We have exercises that we're doing. Maya's got games that we've been doing. We're talking in Spanish a lot. She's only talking to us in Spanish. We're all speaking to each other in Spanish. So it's been really like challenging. It's really pushed me because on a day-to-day basis, and especially with people who speak English, I'm never speaking Spanish. So that's been really helpful and just fun. Like it's been a really fun environment that they've created at the retreat, and I've loved speaking Spanish constantly, and you know, we're all getting it a bit wrong, and Mai comes in and corrects, and Jim's there to help with the vocab and sentence structure, and even when we're out and about, we're speaking Spanish to each other. So it's been really, really great to be really like immersed in speaking Spanish. We're going to restaurants and we're ordering our food in Spanish, and we're going to markets and we're practicing our Spanish when we want to buy things. We're getting coffee in Spanish, and we're sitting around with each other at dinner and speaking Spanish to each other. It's really great. If you watched my video about Guanajuato and the food tour we took, if not, I'll link it below, but you'll have seen that we even took the food tour in Spanish. The tour guide we had, Laura, is the other teacher. So that's been cool. She's from around Guanajuato. She lives here now. She's a tour guide here, and her English is amazing as well. But it really has been like an immersive experience. I'm not sure exactly what I was expecting, but really like we aren't just speaking Spanish in our lessons, we're speaking Spanish all the time in a very supportive and non-judgmental and really like fun environment. So if you're thinking about it, or if you haven't even heard of the retreats with Spanish and Go, I highly recommend checking it out. Jim and Mai just have set up such a great space for learning Spanish, and they've really thought about it all. So I'll give a full like breakdown about how I feel at the end. We've got a few more days to the left, but yeah, I hope you guys have really enjoyed this video so far, and let's keep learning Spanish. We've got a couple more days at it.
Yeah, I was thinking that's
A.
Pero ahora no más.
Con H, with
Alright, was it lloviado?
Ha estado lloviendo.
I am back home now in Mexico City, and I just wanted to quickly wrap up this video and tell you my final thoughts on the Spanish and Go Immersion retreat. I had an amazing time. The people that were on the tour were so much fun. Jim and Mai planned everything out so well. They had this sort of great balance between studying and speaking Spanish and really being in those immersive situations, while also making those who weren't quite as proficient feel comfortable. We had a lot of free time, but like not so much that it felt like we were just like
at a loose end. There were still lots of activities planned. We checked out really cool museums. We went to really great restaurants. We even did a little souvenir shopping. Yeah, it was just a great week. Overall, I definitely feel like my confidence in my Spanish is so much better. Being able to speak it every single day with native speakers, with other learners in the flesh, it just sort of broke down this barrier that I think I've had up for the last couple of months in regards to like just feeling embarrassed about getting things wrong. Yeah, that was a really, really great part of this retreat. It was just such an open and honest and accepting environment. I know I said it earlier, but it just was such a judgment-free zone that it helped me break down those self-conscious barriers. And since I've been back in Mexico City for the last couple of days, I've been trying a lot harder to engage in conversation with people. I'm feeling a lot more confident in my daily Spanish classes that I do here in Mexico City. And yeah, it was just such a great experience, not just in the Spanish end, but in the sightseeing in Mexico City end as well. Guanajuato is a beautiful city that I didn't really have on my radar before this trip, and I'm so glad I went. It's packed with history. If you haven't seen any of my past videos the last week about our time in Guanajuato, definitely check those out. I'll link the playlist below. Yeah, if you're thinking about coming to Mexico and you want to really immerse yourself in the culture, the language, the food, the history, you can't go wrong with Spanish and Go. I highly recommend checking them out. I'll put all the information for contacting them and their upcoming retreats that they have going on below so that you can see if it's something that you're interested in. Of course, they have a YouTube channel too, so check them out. And yeah, thanks as always for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.